Yeah, hello, hi.
Hello.
It's November 19, 2019. We're here at the UFC Gym in UP Town Center in Quezon City, Metro Manila. And we are with the world's most handsome fighter, Mark Striegl. Yes, we are with the man who introduced me to mixed martial arts.
Woo.
Do you still remember? It was August 3, 2016. I still remember.
I remember you were asking some funny questions, but that's okay. That's understandable because you'd never seen the sport before. So it was yeah. You've come a long way, bro.
I asked him about the difference between mixed martial arts and the UFC.
Yes.
And we are here now in a UFC gym. At that time, you were still signed with one championship.
Yes.
When people ask you why you moved from one championship to the URCC, which has been renamed as the URCC Global, what do you tell them?
It was just time. Yeah, it was time to move on. My contract finished, and I wanted to stay busy. So yeah, just move forward.
3 years later, we're here. What keeps you busy nowadays? Speaking of busy.
Busy. Well, I got the opportunity I was recruited to join the combat sambo team here in the Philippines, and of course the SEA Games is coming up, the Southeast Asian Games. We are hosting here in the Philippines. We'll be hosting 2019, and I'll be representing the Philippines for combat sambo on December 5th. So right now all my focus is on combat sambo and been training for combat sambo. So I've been taking a short break from mixed martial arts. But yeah, it's an honor to represent the Philippines, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to represent the Philippines and be part of the national team in the Philippines for the SEA Games. So super excited about that.
You already represented the Philippines in Korea.
Yes.
In a sambo, how do you call it, fight?
Yes, they are
Tournament?
fights. The Korea event was my first sambo competition. It was called the World Masterships Tournament. Big tournament, world-class tournament, and that was my first event. Unfortunately, I didn't get the win. It was a bit of a baptism by fire. But yeah, I've been prepping very hard since then, been training every day. All my focus has been on sambo, and I'm expecting very good result for myself and for the rest of the team come December.
For people like us who are not familiar with sambo, what exactly is sambo?
Number one, it's not samba. Everyone always says samba, like the dance. Sambo, it's
Sambo.
with an O, not an A, yes. Sambo is a hybrid form of martial arts. It's a combination of martial arts, much like MMA. It's the Russian national sport.
Oh,
And you could think of it as a sport version of MMA, but you're wearing the gi. The gi meaning the top. So you're wearing the gi, which you're wearing, it's a sport version of MMA, so you have headgear, you have MMA gloves, you have shin guards, you have the gi, and you wear shorts underneath. Shorts on the bottom, so no gi pants, just the gi top and shorts. It's like a sport version of MMA, but since you're wearing the gi, like a judo match, you can grab your opponent's gi and use it to toss and throw him and wrestle him with it. So the gi is it's a completely different element from MMA, and it changes things up. But you know, sambo is a very effective martial art and a great base for MMA. There are a lot of world champion fighters that have backgrounds in sambo, combat sambo especially. Khabib, who beat Conor, the Eagle. He's a combat sambo world champion. So Russian, exactly, because it is the national sport. Fedor Emelianenko, for some of you who may be hardcore MMA fans. Fedor was also a combat sambo world champion. So it's a great sport.
Has it always been your plan to join the sambo national team of the Philippines?
Actually, it's the sambo team was newly formed just this year.
Oh.
So
you're a pioneer
yes,
in the Philippines.
Yes, exactly. So we're all pioneers bringing sambo here to the Philippines and for Southeast Asia. First time it'll be included in the SEA Games, so it's really exciting. And you know, my dream though was always to be a national team member. I didn't know it would be in combat sambo, but when I was younger, I wanted to be a national team member for wrestling. That was why I joined.
Japan?
No, here in the Philippines, actually.
Philippines.
Which is why I joined the Philippine National Games for wrestling in 2014. Yeah, it's awesome, man, to represent the country. I've always represented the country for mixed martial arts, but to be an official member of the national team and to represent the country with other national team members, it's a little different. In a good way, of course.
And as a wrestler, does it make it easier for you to compete in sambo?
Yeah. Sambo, wrestling is a large part of sambo. The only thing that I've had to really learn that's completely new and foreign to me is the judo aspect. Because in wrestling, just like MMA, we don't have a gi. We don't have a uniform. So the uniform really is a completely new element to the grappling game, because like a judo match, you can really grab any part of the guy's uniform and use it to launch him, to throw him through the air, throw him straight to his back. Whereas an MMA fight, of course, we're not wearing gi, we're topless, you know, no gi. So without that, it's just very different. So I've been learning that, focusing on the judo aspect a lot for SEA Games, but definitely there's a huge part of sambo where I can use my wrestling.
Speaking of SEA Games, it's a little controversial now with how the Philippine government is dealing with stuff. How is the support of the government to the athletes and the sambo national team?
No, I have no complaints. We have our training gear. I can't say anything bad, to be honest. No complaints here, and I mean, we are pioneers for sambo for the Philippines, and yeah, no complaints. We've had good support and have training gears, and everything's been golden. Yeah.
Okay, you did some modeling and acting in the past. Are you also doing some in the near future?
Nothing right now on the
You're busy with
on my
sambo
radar.
now.
Just really busy with training.
Yeah.
It's taking up all of my time. But yeah, no, for sure. If something pops up, you know, and things do pop up, definitely, you know, I'm always open for a challenge and for something different. And my attitude's always been, why not? You know, seize any opportunity, and you know, it keeps things fun and interesting. So definitely, why not?
Because, you know, some celebrities, some people are scared. They want to try MMA or martial arts in general, but they're scared of ruining this, especially if they're making money out of this.
Oh no, it's definitely a.
Look at this.
No, but it's definitely.
After 14 fights, right?
20 professional fights, actually.
20 professional
21
fights.
now, 21, yeah.
See?
I've been lucky. My ears are not intact though. I got some nasty cauliflower ear. Although they're still symmetrical, so I've been lucky. I don't got one that
Not as
sticks
nasty
out as some people. So yeah, no, Khabib has some pretty intense ears, yeah. So knock on wood, I can keep my ears intact. But you know, it's part of the game. Think of it as a badge of honor, actually. And you know, that's one reason to be fast and explosive and train hard, so you can hit and not get hit, and have a career after fighting, which is always how I've approached the sport. You know, train smart, work hard, so take minimal damage, because it's a young man's game, you know, and I will have a life beyond fighting, after fighting.
To your thousands, millions of fans, please.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support. It means a lot. Please come support me and the rest of the sambo team December 5 and 6 in Angeles at Angeles University. We've been training super hard, and yeah, please come watch us and support us, and all the other Filipino athletes here that are also competing in Manila and in Pampanga. So we've all been training hard, and we're all going to do our very best representing the country.
Mark Striegl, a pioneer Philippine Sambo national team and the reigning URCC Global Featherweight World Champion, and the man who introduced me to mixed martial arts. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Mugen.
My pleasure, guys. Thanks.